At the root of anger is often fear, and at the root of fear is often ignorance. Daryl Davis reminded me of the simple yet profound truth in his TED Talk about attending KKK rallies as a black man. Bigotry, in the form of racism or cultural prejudice, is usually a product of ignorance. It would be inaccurate and unfair to conclusively condemn this general lack of awareness as strictly malicious in nature. Sometimes the bigotry we express is nothing more than a natural byproduct of our instinctual and understandable need for self-preservation, combined with our tendency to simply accept what we're taught at face value, particularly in the absence of any counter-evidence that would lead us to question our beliefs. This is especially true if we're exposed to certain ideas at a young, impressionable age, where the information is coming from a source of authority that we would otherwise trust. Simply put, most of the time, people just don't know any better. But when given the opportunity, many people demonstrate a remarkable ability to admit to their mistakes and find the courage to transform their thinking, even if it comes at a personal cost. Monsters, Inc. deftly portrays how socioeconomic and geopolitical stressors can sometimes limit our capacity for both rationality and empathy. Just as the United States was facing an energy crisis in 2001 with the uncertainty of future oil supplies, the city of Monstropolis is similarly facing a scare shortage, spurred by the fact that human children are becoming less afraid of monsters. The very survival of the monster way of life hinges on the perpetuation of human fear, a notion the government of Monstropolis projects by disparaging any unnecessary interaction with humans. A monster should be as afraid of a human as a human needs to be of a monster. The future of Monstropolis depends on it. Sullivan and Wazowski call into question this fundamental worldview after encountering and befriending Boo, realizing that human children are neither contaminated nor dangerous. Instead, they set out to expose their company's propagandistic methods while trying to ensure Boo's safe return to the human world. It is indeed difficult to get a man to understand something when his livelihood depends upon his not understanding it. The racism and cultural prejudice that has been prevalent in all of American history often has firm economic ties, from slavery to perceived job competition. Even the emotional wave of Islamophobia following 9/11 mirrors the unfounded demonization of humans by the citizens of Monstropolis, both exacerbated by resource shortages. It is only after discovering that a child's laughter is far more energizing than a scream, thereby ensuring a certain future, that the population of Monstropolis can more palatably shed its outdated distaste for humanity. Monsters, Inc. serves as a grand reminder to take a stand against injustice wherever it may manifest. The film is a tribute to the great experiment that is the United States, a country that has played a unique role on the world stage over the last few centuries as it relates to racial and cultural assimilation. People from all walks of life, from every corner of the globe, came to America in search of something. Some were forced here, while others sacrificed and risked everything to come here. Still others were already here before the waves of newcomers arrived. Tensions were often high, but generation after generation of Americans fought to come together under a common banner, determined to unite based on our similarities rather than be destroyed by our differences. The struggle is far from complete, but despite the numerous bumps and bruises, I believe in a genuine undercurrent of hope and progress that has characterized our great history. And sometimes, what allows us to bridge our divisions is a simple willingness to reach across the table in an effort to understand another perspective.